What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So as you see from this headline, we have a trailer review to do for a film called Please Don't Feed the Children. Destry Allyn Spielberg horror film starts streaming this month. And from what I can find and what I can see, this will be streaming on Tubi. So whether or not that changes somewhere down the line, I have seen a few films get streamed on there and they eventually get put onto other streaming platforms, because I know many people don't have it, many people just don't like it. I'm one of those. I don't necessarily like how Tubi is set up. I don't like how their overall platform is set up. It's just not for me. Now if this film happens to pop up somewhere else, then obviously I'll watch it. More than likely, depending upon how this trailer looks, I may go re-download Tubi, because I've had it before, but again, I just didn't like the functionality of it, and just frustrated me, and then just abandoned it altogether. But every so often, if a film pops up that's worth re-downloading the app for and watching, then I'll do that. So hopefully, we'll see how this one turns out, and if it changes my mind, then so be it. If not, I hope this one shows up on other streaming platforms for me to check out, or if it shows up as like a POD where I can rent it or just blind buy it, I'm happy to do that as well. So let's, as we always do, let's jump into the article details. Then we'll pull up the trailer, see what this one's going to be about. Okay, so I imagine, so this is the link for the trailer. I imagine, if this is obviously from the trailer, already looks pretty interesting. Not sure what route we're going, especially with a title like Please Don't Feed the Children. Yeah, this one, I'm not sure if this is going to be just an outright gore horror type film, or if there's going to be something a bit more to it. So let's jump into the details here. So Destry Spielberg, a daughter of Steven Spielberg and Kate Capshaw, has made her feature directorial debut with the horror film Please Don't Feed the Children. And we recently learned that Tubi streaming service has picked up the distribution rights to the film in the United States and Canada. Okay, so based on that alone, then I don't see this landing on any other streaming platform. I mean, if they have the distribution rights, I think the most we'll probably see is it hit POD video, or like video on demand, digital purchase, things of that nature. Otherwise, I don't see this going any further than Tubi. Please Don't Feed the Children is expected to start streaming on June 27th, so later this coming week. So June 27th, I think, is what, a Friday? Yeah, it's going to be this coming Friday that this will be available. So again, depending upon how this trailer plays out, we might be going and re-downloading Tubi. With that date around the corner, a trailer for the film has now dropped online, and you can check it out in the embed above, which we're going to do. Scripted by Paul Bertino, the film is set in a not-so-distant future and has the following synopsis. After a viral outbreak ravaged the country's adult population, a group of orphans head south in search of a new life, only to find themselves at the mercy of a deranged woman harboring a dangerous secret. It's always that. It's always some dangerous, mysterious secret. Always, someone's great fourth cousin did something wrong, and now someone's paying the price for it in present day. It's like textbook when it comes to a vast majority of horror films. It always has to do with some dangerous secret. Why can't it just be some pissed off, evil entity coming down wanting to just have fun and take out its frustrations out, and it has to be stopped, right? Why can't it just be that simple? Casting, we're not reading through that, so let's keep moving down if we can past this. All right. Destry Spielberg previously won Best Thriller at the City of Angels Women's Film Festival in 2022 for her short film Let Me Go the Right Way. She wrote the script for that one, with Owen King crafting the story of a young veteran whose sense of reality is crumbling and the psychiatrist who treats him. Before Please Don't Feed the Children started moving ahead as her first feature, it was announced that she was going to be directing an action film called For Assassins, which was described as, we don't care about that. Let's get more to this movie. Okay, Spielberg had this to say about being hired to direct the film. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to bring this story to the screen with such a collaborative and inspirational team. This picture is so much more than just a horror film. It's a dream come true to work with a talent such as Michelle Dockery. I am excited to elevate the genre with our incredible cast and crew. As for the Tubi distribution deal, I am incredibly grateful to be doing what I love with a hard-working cast and crew. It's been a wild ride getting here, and I can't wait to share this film with everyone. And then Tubi came out with their own quote as it relates to this film. We cannot wait to premiere Please Don't Feed the Children on Tubi and introduce viewers to Destry's incredible work as a first-time filmmaker, featuring a captivating young cast, relentless suspense, and Michelle Dockery as a sinister antagonist. Horror thriller fans are in for a chilling experience. We're grateful that Destry and Paul chose Tubi as the best home to showcase this unique film, and we're excited to bring their vision to Tubi audiences. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. The rest, I mean, this is the end of the article. The rest of this is just around like production, studio, more casting, more people of that nature, and that's the end of the article. Okay, no movie poster for this one to see, and let me double check. I could have swore there was a movie poster for this film, but maybe not. I thought I saw one. So there is a movie poster for this film. It's on another site. So let's pull up the link here. So this is an article from a little over, actually around the same time frame, 4 days ago. So when this trailer was announced, I think we're not going to read this article. It pretty much has the same information, if not less information. And here's the movie poster. I mean, this is a pretty standard movie poster, right? You have the two starring names at the top, and then all this just noise at the bottom, which, again, get rid of all this. I understand why all this, again, as I've said before, why all this is down here, but for a movie poster, get rid of all this. Just give me the title of the film, the debut featuring. We don't need any of that. I imagine this is Michelle's character, and I imagine that's her down here in front of this house. So not sure, again, where this is going to go based on this movie poster image, and then like what we see here, like on this trailer. This bottom image here is what we saw on the other article. So, because then if we go back to the top, the way she's dressed, it would have me believe this could be a time period piece, not set in present time, but based on what we just read, the synopsis, this would be present time. So I'm not sure how we're distinguishing between the two. So anyways, that's the movie poster. Now let's pull up the trailer and see what this one's going to be about.
Parents, teachers, families were wiped out. Only adults were infected, and most were killed. They blame kids for the outbreak. Escaping's the goal.
Find a hospital now!
No, we hear they're gonna arrest us.
It's a big house. They could have supplies.
What do you want? I'm not supposed to take in children.
Please, you have to help us.
Come on.
I'll make some cookies. Isn't this fun? Terrible guests.
You wake up. She drugged us.
Get undressed and clean yourselves. That's better. Smile.
Why am I here?
I like you, Mary.
She's up to something. I want to find out what it is. Are we behaving?
Did you treat your own daughter like this?
Shut up. You're saying I was a bad mother? I think we're becoming friends. Have a taffy, dear.
Don't be afraid. I'll be a good mother.
Car's abandoned right down the road.
Some detective you are. You have no idea.
So I think that looks pretty good. That was much better than I was expecting it to be based on the synopsis that we covered off on. Now, as I briefly just mentioned, as far as is this going to be like a time period piece, can't really tell just based on how her clothing looked in that picture. It's obviously not time period, it's present time. She just happens to be wearing clothing that is very much not of present time. Now, I'm wondering, because towards the end of that trailer, she's mentioning how she's panicking and saying, I'll be a good mother. So I'm wondering if this is going to play into the aspect of her, maybe her child or her children died in whatever this outbreak was. And now she's obviously kidnapped, captured this group of children, and now she's not wanting to let them go for the sake of trying to fill that void of her children or her child dying in this outbreak. And now she's looking to do whatever she can to keep them there. And as we see, she does give them some food, and it has some effects on them. Obviously, she did something to their food. And then we see that she keeps them in this like room, or I don't want to say dungeon, but in this room where it's completely locked down. We see various aspects where they're trying to escape. I will say I am glad to see Michelle Dockery in something. I haven't seen her in anything recently. I remember, if I remember correctly, she was also in the film The Gentleman. She played the wife of Matthew McConaughey, which I thought that was a great role for her. She played that role very well. I believe that's another movie she was in. But this looks really good. Very simple story. They're not overthinking it. They're not trying to do something that the story isn't appealing to. Now, I think it's just going to be one of those types of films where once the children are in there, we're going to be focusing on this one single location of the children trying to escape and get out of this house, because we did see one aspect of her, Michelle's character, chasing one of them briefly in the trailer. They're all wearing like these white linens and clothes that she's forcing them to wear. We did quickly see that shot that we saw in the screen capture of someone that was covered in whatever that was. I don't want to say it was blood, because it looks like they were coming out of some sort of sewer pipe or some covering from the underground to the top. So I'm not sure what that would be, or maybe it is. Maybe she's capturing children and eventually just over time just killing them off and putting their bodies down there somewhere. But I did notice as well, outside of the white linens, again, she's wearing clothing that's very much not of this time, and then she goes on to dress a couple of them the same way, like it's the early 1900s living on the plains type clothing. So my best guess is, based on what we've seen, is her children have died, her child has died, and now she's trying to replace them by kidnapping these kids, and then she finds one that she attaches to, like the one which one she was talking to, saying she'll be a better mother, she'll be a good mother, trying to convince this child not to leave or try to escape. So I think it looks pretty good. I'm interested in this one. I'll re-download Tubi to watch this one, because again, I don't see this one getting any other streaming platforms, especially since Tubi owns the distribution rights. I see them just keeping it on there. So anyways, that's going to do it for Please Don't Feed the Children. It's the official trailer. This one drops later this week, the 27th. So be on the lookout for that if you have Tubi. If you don't, maybe go download it and check it out. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about this film. Is it something that you're interested in? Does it look good to you? And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Later.